Okay, beautiful ladies and men, if you're watching the recording, let's chat about September's promos. I'm really excited about this month of promos. These are Copaiba and Copaiba soft gels and the Intune and the Aroma Touch are oils and products that I use every single day. So like this month when they put out the promos, I'm like, yep, tick, 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 tick. I was super excited, and I don't have yellow mandarin yet. So that is a limited time offer oil, and I haven't got it. So I'm super excited for it to arrive at my door, and it should be any time now. So let me know in the chat box if you have ordered yet or you intend on ordering the promo. This is a super month to do this and to get the oils and products you need on your wish list for this month, and you can do it up until the 15th to get the free product as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the first. I'll move my head out the way. The first one. So we've got a 10% off offer every single month, and this is for any member. Okay, so whether you are on loyalty rewards or you do standard orders. I'm just letting Lisa. Or if you do standard orders, then you can get Intune for free. So you just simply add Intune to your cart and it will automatically be 10% off. So Intune this month is $38.70 and its PV is 35.1. So its PV and its dollar value is very close. So it is really, really good value for money. Now, I love Intune and I use it as my natural perfume every single day. Now, that is just one of the benefits, right? As soon as I apply it, people always comment on the aroma and they ask me what I'm wearing. So this is the ingredient list. We've got amorous bark. So this is a bark, so it's obviously from a tree and it's a citrus tree. Generally, this amorous bark comes from. We've got patchouli, we've got frankincense, lime, ylang ylang, Hawaiian sandalwood, Roman chamomile, and we have it in a coconut oil base. So this isn't a concentrate. This is as like a touch, what we call a touch form. Roll balls can be added to it. Yes, you can. I do, Jillian. So Jillian's asked if the roller bottles have some coconut oil in them, can we add them into the diffusers? And yes, you can. I take mine out with droppers. So we take the roller ball off and you use a little pipette or a dropper, and then you can put the drops into your diffuser. That's super simple, even if it has that coconut oil. Because when you think about some of our other blends that we might use in the diffuser, like Whisper and Balance and things like that, they have coconut oil in them as well. So I don't have any trouble with using that. So if you look at all these beautiful ingredients here, we've got amazing stimulating and clarifying oils like your patchouli and your frankincense, your lime and your sandalwood. We've got calming and relaxing oils. So ylang ylang, you've got your Roman chamomile flower, and you've got the resin, which fits in both those categories. So both very calming as well as creates that alertness. So when you feel, if you think about on a daily basis, when you can feel that you have those foggy thoughts, or you feel like the brain fog, the heaviness is there, and maybe you feel quite scattered as well, what the actual woods and the florals and the resins do is they help you to come out of your head and back into your body. And so that's why, even though they're calming and relaxing, they're going to promote that mental clarity, because when you are calm and you're grounded and you're centered, you can actually think more clearly, right? So then we've also got this beautiful lime that comes in, as well as the frankincense, which helps with that sharpness, that alertness in the limbic system, to help with that awakened feeling. So that's how we get that balanced approach from this blend. Now, if you wanted to, you could tip half into another roller and top them both up if you are looking to give one for your child, or for just having one in your handbag and one at home, for example. You can dilute it even further if you wish. I personally just use it straight up because it's already in that base. So as you look at those ingredients, you can see what the aroma is going to smell like. So it's really quite earthy. If you think about the resins and the woods, it's going to be super earthy. But then that patchouli comes through with that musk and spice aroma, as well as the ylang ylang. It's absolutely divine. But there's a lot of people that don't like patchouli. Now, if you're one that you feel that patchouli is a little bit overwhelming, roll it on the bottom of your feet. Start there and then work your way up towards the top part of your body. So you can use this in a form of focus, in the sense of focus, rolling it onto the back of the ears. You can roll it onto your hand and deeply inhale. You can also put it into the diffuser, and that will help promote that clarity of thought as well as that balanced emotional response. Okay, you can also, a really powerful combo is taking your Aroma Touch oil, which we'll talk about shortly, putting your In Tune, roll that around the palms first, and then 1 drop of Aroma Touch, massage that together, and then really deeply inhale that. I like to do that 3 times because then that encourages the slow, deep breath, helps us to calm and relax our thoughts, and then we're getting quite a significant breath in through that of that aroma. Okay, you can wear it as that natural perfume. Pop it onto your pulse point, so wrists, over your heart space, behind your ears, the inside of your ankles, back of your knees, for example, so that as your body temperature warms up, you're constantly releasing that aroma during the day. You could roll this onto some clay jewelry, some lava beads, or a necklace, or something that you might wear, so that you can have that aroma continuing to flow through as a perfume, but also that focus. So that's 10% off. Everybody needs to have In Tune in their life. Now, DIY with In Tune. Even though it's a roller, we can still create with this. So pop it in your diffuser, use it in its roller bottle form, but try this as a sugar scrub. Okay, so 1 cup of raw sugar. I like the raw sugar better than the other types of sugar. I find it really earthy in its appearance, for one, but also it's really nice and exfoliating. I love the raw sugar. And then you would take out your 15 drops of In Tune from your roller bottle, and then just add a little bit more fractionated coconut oil. You could start with the 1 tablespoon, and then you just want it to look like and feel like damp sand. So like when you've gone down to the beach and you've just got a little bit of sand on your feet, and it just feels that little bit damp, right? You don't want it to be wet. You want it just to resemble damp sand. So just put in 1 tablespoon first, give that a good stir around, feel the consistency and add more if you need to. Then you're going to put it in an airtight jar and scoop out a good handful when you have a shower, and you're going to apply it to a wet body. Start with your feet and move up towards your knees, up to your belly, do your butt, your hips, your lower back, your upper back, over up to your décolletage, your neck. You don't need to do your face with this, but just up to your neck, making sure you're getting your arms, your elbows, all of that area, and do that twice a week. So this is going to help stimulate your circulation, help that lymphatic system move. But if you think about the oils that are in this divine blend, you've got florals and woods and resins, which are going to support with appearance and structure of your skin. So it's going to look more toned. It's going to reduce those fine lines or those stretch marks or the sagginess of those areas, and encourage more tightness and tone to those areas. So this is a super yummy scrub that you can create for yourself. And it's coming up to Christmas soon enough. This is amazing as a gift, okay? Then we've got Aroma Touch. So this is the 5 ml. 15 ml size is this one here, and 5 ml is what you get absolutely for free if you are a loyalty rewards program customer and you place a minimum of 125 PV product value order from the 1st to the 15th of September. So you don't have to add it to your cart. If you have that 125 PV or more, Aroma Touch will automatically be added when you click process. It'll show up on your invoice as product of the month. This is an oil I use every single day. I'm South Australia, one of South Australia's Aroma Touch trainers, and this is a key essential oil in that process for the way that it supports emotional and physical well-being. So let's take a look at what's in this. We've got cypress. So cypress is beautiful for circulation, encourages movement and flow and energy throughout the body, okay? Encourages just that release of stagnant energy, creates that movement. Now, if you are someone that may be feeling a little bit stuck emotionally as well, then Aroma Touch is really good oil for this, but cypress is amazing for helping any emotional stagnation as well as physical stagnation. So movement and flow, if you think movement and flow, cypress and Aroma Touch is amazing for that. We've got peppermint, hugely stimulating, great for supporting the nerve pathways, really invigorating and energizing. You've got your herbs of marjoram and basil. Basil works predominantly to support the adrenals, so it helps with the energy, but also that calm and relaxed feeling, and stops the adrenals feeling like they need to be overworking. Marjoram is great for muscle comfort, small ligament comfort, tendonitis type stuff, small areas and big muscle groups. Okay, so small ligaments, bones, joints, big muscle groups as well. We've got grapefruit, high limonene, really cleansing, really stimulating and energizing, and then lavender comes in with that calming approach. So if we're looking at that balance of that, we've got super flowing, energizing, stimulating, and then balanced out with those calming. So this is the most incredible blend to support mental and physical well-being. So not many oils do this like Aroma Touch does. Now this smells really, to me, really herby. I can pick up the basil immediately in this blend, and you're more likely to pick up, your olfactory system is going to pick up the things that your body needs the most initially. So for me, that basil comes through really strong. I actually tonight can't smell any other oils in that blend, which is very interesting. So you can also describe it as clean, fresh, minty, and powdery, but herby would be my number one smell of that. If you've got Aroma Touch with you now, let me know what you can pick up, what scent you smell when you smell Aroma Touch. So a couple of uses for this amazing blend is put a couple of drops in some carrier oil. So fractionated coconut oil is a really good carrier because it is the same molecular size as our essential oils, which means it absorbs more readily and easily into our circulation. So we're not left greasy or oily, and we have the effects of the essential oil very quickly. So if you have restless legs, or you know people that suffer from restless legs, Aroma Touch, because of that motion and flow and that calming at the same time, is going to support that restless leg syndrome and anyone that just needs to relax in that area. Also, if you've got really tense and tired muscles, for the reason that I explained above, you want to be using Aroma Touch. You want to also add copaiba or copaiba to this blend, and lemongrass, which works on those ligaments, and frankincense, which is naturally anti-inflammatory and cellular supporting, and then topping it up with your fractionated coconut oil as the carrier. So this isn't a 10 ml roller, and this is adults. So if you've got children, maybe they have growing pains, maybe they've got some neck or head tension, then what you can actually do is make up this blend, but apply some coconut oil onto them first. Then you can put this over the top so that it's diluted down to more a child ratios to reduce any skin sensitivities. Okay, let me just see what it says. Julianne gets fresh mint, gorgeous aroma. I love applying to my neck and chest. Yeah, me too. Super relaxing, isn't it? And Vicky, love patchouli, great for massage. Yes, it's super good for massage, and it's renowned as the hippie oil, isn't it? So when people smell patchouli, it's like, that's the hippie oil. I love patchouli. You can massage it into cold extremities. So I don't know about you, but I can get really cold extremities, especially having history with iron deficiency. I get really, really cold on my hands and my feet. And so massaging Aroma Touch with the carrier oil into those areas is super warming. But that comes back to here where we're encouraging circulation. So if you're someone that has some swelling, or you know people that have swelling in their extremities, maybe you've been on your feet all day and you're feeling really puffy in your feet and legs, give it a good massage with Aroma Touch, and that will help to create that movement, improve that circulation. If you've got incompetent veins or some varicose veins, spider veins, things like that normally come from a blockage of flow, Aroma Touch is super at helping that move through. Diffuse it. It's no secret that I've been promoting this blend. I've been using it flat out for the last week. 4 drops of Aroma Touch, 4 drops of spearmint, and 4 drops of citrus bliss in the diffuser. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I have that diffusing right next to me in my diffuser in the office here, and I put it out in the kitchen as well so that it's wafting throughout the house. So 4 Aroma Touch, 4 spearmint, and 4 citrus bliss. Very, very invigorating and motivating, but you feel really calm at the same time. Now, I spoke about adrenals before, and particularly basil in that area. So if you're needing some support with your adrenals, now your adrenals are these glands that sit above your kidneys. They're responsible for releasing hormones when our body's under stress, and particularly chronic stress. So when we're in this, we've passed that acute stress stage and that alarm bell is still ringing in our body, then the adrenals are firing out cortisol, okay? What happens when the cortisol is when this stress hangs on for too long is that our adrenals get really tired, and we can have adrenal fatigue, where we're just not coping and the whole body just collapses in a hell heap, a fatigued mess, right? So if we're wanting to support our adrenals to stay strong, to help us cope with the effects of stress, Aroma Touch and Neroli. So Neroli comes in a rollable bottle as well. So you would simply take the lid off, you'd take some drops out, you'd create another roller blend with Aroma Touch, 10 drops of Aroma Touch and 5 drops of Neroli, and top that up with your carrier oil. And you'll want to roll that over the top of your kidneys there, and do that at least 3 times a day, right? Morning, lunchtime, bedtime. That will help with a restful night's sleep. It also help with supporting your body with its effects of stress. This is an amazing oil. Can you see this is an amazing oil, guys? I cannot be without this blend. Go through it so often. And also, if you have the opportunity, when I get to teach again Aroma Touch technique, if you haven't yet been qualified in it, please come along so I can teach you the technique. It's incredible for mums with kids that need support. Cherie, it'd be amazing for you, honey, for the kids. And I need to do a fellas session so I can teach them so that they can do it to the ladies. So let's DIY with some Aroma Touch. You know I love this one. 2 cups of Epsom salts into a glass bowl. You want to put 10 drops of Aroma Touch and 10 drops of copaiba, and then 1 to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now we add the coconut oil into the bath salts because we want to help the immersion of the essential oil in the water. We don't want it to sit on the top, because as soon as you put your legs in, then it's going to grab onto, and it's more likely to cause any skin sensitivities. So we need to make sure that the essential oils are mixed well in with our salts, and the coconut oil does a really beautiful job of carrying that. So mix it together, store it in an airtight jar, and just scoop out what you want and dissolve it in the warm water. So if you don't have a bath, do this in like a tub and put your feet in it. It's good to do after a long day of work. Even if you don't have the bath, to just pop your feet in warm water and do this each night before you go off to sleep. And that will just help your body recharge as well as restore and relax, right, before going off to sleep. Motion and flow. Okay, now let's look at Copaiba. Copaiba. This is an absolutely incredible oil as well. So this is free if you do a 200 PV order this month. If you do a 200 PV LRP order, you also get the Aroma Touch. Okay, so you would get Copaiba, Aroma Touch, Copaiba soft gels, and yellow mandarin. So Copaiba is, I describe it as like a smoky stick kind of aroma. So frankincense is like a stick. and Copaiba smells like a smoky stick, like it's been popped in the fire. It's got that smokiness to it for me. It's steam distilled. Now it's actually an olea resin. So frankincense is a resin, and so this is actually what we call an olea resin, and we get it from Brazil. So it is tapped. The trees are tapped, much like they extract maple from the tree, right? Maple, where you get maple syrup, that maple that oozes from the tree. The way that it's extracted is in the same way that we do that with Copaiba. Now, these trees are quite remarkable. They grow hugely tall, and they last hundreds and hundreds of years. So they're resilient and strong. And so if you think about in nature what the plant looks like, the properties it has, then it's going to show you what the essential oil is going to provide for you. So it helps with that helps with a resilient immune system. It helps with a resilient mental capacity, your brain health. It helps to bring strength to your physical body as well as your emotional body. And the difference with doTERRA's Copaiba, not only is it 100% pure, is that we get the resin from 4 different species of the Copaiba tree. 4 different species. So this gives us the profile that's going to best support our central nervous system, our respiratory systems, our urinary systems, our digestive systems, all of them. And these are indigenous to South America and Central America. So tropical, if you think of the Amazon, the tropical forest, all right? Now, there are thousands of published studies on actually caryophyllene, so beta-caryophyllene. And so beta-caryophyllene is the main chemical constituent in Copaiba. It also comes in black pepper, for example, but in its higher amount in Copaiba. And this is what gives it its incredible emotional support, respiratory support, immune support, okay, is the caryophyllene content in here without having psychoactive effects, okay? So these are in our new sharing guide for those that have seen our sharing guide. So the primary benefit of the Copaiba is to unwind and relax. So the number one thing that Copaiba is going to help you to do is to support your central nervous system to feel calm and relaxed. And you want to do this by applying it somewhere to your body. So this is good in a carrier oil. You can do this in your fractionated coconut oil or some jojoba, whatever might suit you best. But most people have that fractionated coconut oil. You can massage that into your muscle groups. You can combine that with your Aroma Touch and a little bit of lemongrass. And that is going to help to calm and relax and soothe your muscles and release tension that's building up in your body. Where do you guys hold tension the most? Where do you notice that and feel that tension? I'd love to know. I hold it in my shoulders. So my shoulder blade to the top of my shoulders and the back of my neck. Okay, I hold that tension there. And so I really like to massage the Copaiba and Aroma Touch into those areas. I know that if that gets too tight, then I get head tension. I get headaches occur, and then that turn into visual disturbances. So this is a really good one to help you relax. The effects of stress are tired, tense muscles, which can lead to other conditions. So that is our primary benefit. Let's have a look here. Neck and shoulders. Yep. You can just have it as straight oils, Julianne. You can put it in olive oil. That will just settle the tummy a little bit more as well. Now, it's also amazing for the skin. Right? The way that it supports the gut is going to flow onto the skin, but topical application to the skin is going to provide smooth and clear looking skin. So perhaps you have some blemishes or some spots on your face, for example, that you're looking for support with. That's a beautiful way to apply your Copaiba to help with smoothing out and clearing up that skin appearance. You can add a few drops into your Visage serum or into your whatever skincare range you're using. I'm going to share with you a serum next. But also, if you are maybe you need some support with healing some type of over your skin, so maybe you have some wounds or some occasional skin irritations, then Copaiba, you can combine that with something like your frankincense and your tea tree and lavender and massage that onto the skin area to help with that rejuvenation and that health to come back to the skin. Then we've also, the third way here is emotional and mental well-being. So breathing in, so inhalation, aromatic use, a drop onto your hand, add a citrus oil as well. 1 drop of, say, bergamot or wild orange, 1 drop of Copaiba, massage that together and then just deeply inhale that. Do that before you start the day. Do that at the end of the day. And if you want to take it to work or out and about with you, do that while you're out. And that will just help to keep you feeling calm and relaxed and balanced and within your body rather than up and scattered in your mind, okay? When we get quite overwhelmed, it's really hard to stay focused. It's really hard to think clear. And it's not very productive either. So Copaiba is very, very beneficial when inhaled to help reduce feelings of anxiousness and overwhelm. So diffuse that during the day if you need to, and diffuse that with something citrus-based. Citrus are high limonene, really uplifting, really happiness, right? So maybe combine that with your yellow mandarin in the diffuser. And maybe yellow mandarin on your hand and Copaiba on your hand. Try that as a combo and see how you feel with that. High limonene in the yellow mandarin, really, really good for emotional well-being. You can also use Copaiba under your tongue. So Jules just commented before about using that orally. I use Copaiba in VeggieCap and I use it with my yarrow pom. I use it with frankincense. I also have black pepper and pink pepper. That is my VeggieCap every morning. I actually take that twice a day, and turmeric in a VeggieCap. So that helps to support overall inflammation, so reduction in abnormal inflammation in my body, supports healthy hormones, and it supports my emotional well-being. So I have Copaiba, yarrow pom, black pepper, pink pepper, frankincense, and turmeric, all in a VeggieCap. And I do 2 drops of each, Julianne. Yeah, so I do 2 drops of each of those. So the yarrow pom particularly works on, so yarrow pom as in this yarrow pom, not as in the renewal serum, right? So you want to use this one. 2 drops of each in a VeggieCap, and I swallow that with my smoothie in the morning and my Lifelong Vitality. And then I do that again about 2 p.m. With some type of snack, right? So that has been incredibly supportive for my hormone health and reducing overall inflammation in my body. So more movement. Just again, the oils here, I'll write it down here: turmeric, yarrow, pom, pink pepper, black pepper, frank, and copaiba. 2 drops of each of those in a veggie cap twice a day. Also I'm using copaiba, turmeric, and frankincense for my dog at the moment in a vegetable capsule, and I put that in her food, and that is helping her with she's got some, like a lipoma that's on her shoulder, and also she's getting older, so it helps with movement in her muscles and in her bones, so she feels more comfortable. Amazing oil. Okay, DIY with copaiba. These are 2 different things depending on which area of life you're in, right? So maybe you're a grandma, grandpa, maybe you're a mum, maybe you're an auntie that looks after a teething child, but this is the teething blend, okay? So copaiba, frankincense, and lavender, and you fill that up in a roller bottle with fractionated coconut oil. So this is a 10 ml roller, okay? So this size here. And depending on the age, so between 0 and 12 months, you want to use up to 3 drops total in 10 mils, okay? So you would do 1, 1, and 1, for example. And then you top that up with your coconut oil. You're going to roll it underneath the nose, so above this lip line. You're going to go down the jawline and behind the ears. Okay, so all the area that gets inflamed and sore with teething. And you can apply that as often as you need to for comfort, okay? Really, really effective. Calming, they're getting the aroma, so it's going to settle them down. The lavender is really soothing. The frankincense, copaiba, anti-inflammatory, and works on the central nervous system. So this is a really amazing teething blend. You could also use this blend as an adult. If you've got toothache, you can roll this on the outside and put clove on the inside, on the gum, okay? Don't do clove for babies or toddlers, only for adults. So clove on the inside, on the gum, and copaiba, frankincense, lavender roller on the outside. Also, if you're looking for sexy skin, you can use this on your body, you can use this on the face. So you want to grab yourself like a dropper bottle. You can use this size, or you can grab your 15 ml empty doTERRA bottle, take the label off, get a glass dropper for 15 ml, and then add your drops of oil into that. So you want to do 8 drops of copaiba. Amazing for smoothing skin appearance, right? We just mentioned that. Your yarrow pom, or your blue tansy. I know that Vicky loves her blue. Vicky loves her blue tansy. So you could use that, Vicky, or if you've got the yarrow pom, use that. Okay, so the yarrow pom is yarrow flower, but also in pomegranate oil. So very, very hydrating and nourishing, nutrient dense, this one actually. Then you've got 2 drops of black spruce. Black spruce is lightening and brightening for the skin, as well as relaxing. Got your frankincense, which helps at the cellular level, reduces inflammation at the cells, reduces the effects of free radical damage, so stress on the cells. And then you want to go for a floral, like if you've got your Palmarosa, which was a free product of the month a couple of months ago, or if you don't have Palmarosa, use geranium. Okay, just 2 drops, but that floral is going to help with the appearance of the skin. You could also, if you don't have black spruce, use in there possibly like cedarwood or a sandalwood. Okay, and fill that with a carrier oil. If you have jojoba, I haven't got mine in front of me. If you've got jojoba, then use jojoba, because that is really, really close to our skin's moisture. And loves our skin. Otherwise, use your fractionated coconut oil and fill that up. And then grab your dropper and you're going to drop one on your forehead, one on each your cheek, and one on your chin, and then you're just going to massage that into your face. And you do that twice a day. So you can do this in conjunction with your skincare regime. So you would cleanse your face first and then add your toner. And if you're not using a hydrating serum, then you can drop this serum on, or if you're using a hydrating serum, do it both, and then put your moisturizer over the top. Okay, this is really, really beautiful for your skin. Two options there. Right, then we've got the soft gels. So it's the essential oil in these soft gels, and the idea is to have 2 of these daily. It will depend on what you're using them for, so what purpose you're taking the soft gels, to what time of the day you're going to use them. So for me personally, I take 2 at nighttime because it's for my sleep. Okay, it helps me with sleep. So I would take 2 at nighttime. If you have anxious and overwhelming feelings, like you normally feel really quite anxious when you're out and about, before you start your day, and you need some calming, then you would take your soft gels then. You could even take 1 before you headed out, and then you could save 1 for another time of the day when you know that you would normally feel more overwhelmed or in that heightened anxious state. So it just depends on what you're taking it for and when you take it. So these are incredibly, these are TGA approved, right? So this is approved by the Therapeutic Goods Administration. And so this means that we can say exactly what these incredible soft gels do, right? So this copaiba has been traditionally used to maintain and support waste elimination via the mucous membranes. Do you have trouble with your gut? Do you have trouble with bowels? Do you need support with healthy bowels? Then these soft gels are going to support your normal bowel function. So you can use these in conjunction with your Digestin and with your probiotics, with your digestive enzymes, for example, to help support a healthy bowel. Okay. If you need help with this says here that they're used in Western herbal medicine to maintain, support general health and well-being. So this is in regard to our mental and emotional well-being. Okay, so historically known to support general health and well-being. Stimulant, laxative, like I said about the bowel. Decrease, reduce, relieve bronchial mucus congestion, and act as an expectorant to clear respiratory tract mucus. So if you are someone that gets a build-up of muck in their chest, maybe it's seasonal, maybe it's winter and you get more occurrence of it then, maybe it's springtime and you get occurrence of it then, or maybe you catch a cold and it goes straight to your chest, then taking these twice, so 2 of these each day is going to support with getting rid of that mucus. How cool is that, right? And just recently, I've been taking these each day. I had a bit of a day where I had some dairy, and dairy makes me feel quite mucusy. And so I try and avoid it as much as possible. And I had some cheese and I felt really quite mucusy in my chest, in my lungs. And having the copaiba at the nighttime, the next day I felt good as gold. This is also something that I used throughout my breastfeeding with Madeline, and it helped me. I noticed a massive difference in my supply, my breast milk supply. So if you know of someone that needs support with their supply, or you are someone that needs support with your supply, try some copaiba soft gels. Try them when they arrive and just take them daily. 2 daily is going to support your overall well-being, but it's going to also help with your respiratory health. And if you're breastfeeding, that too. If you're not breastfeeding, it's not going to impact you. It also helps with urinary health. So I, many years ago, was diagnosed with interstitial cystitis. So during a surgery, I had a 3-hour surgery which diagnosed this cystitis, and cystitis causes a lot of pain the interstitial cystitis, a lot of pain, chronic pain. And the copaiba, as well as using Clary Calm, have been very, very supportive with, and Aroma Touch, very supportive with decreasing that discomfort. Basically, don't feel it. It's incredible. If you're looking to, if you're someone that has recurrent UTIs or infections that happen in the bladder or the urinary tract, then taking copaiba daily is going to be something that's very beneficial, and the soft gels are very convenient. And if you need help to move fluid from your tissues out of your bladder, that's going to help that as well. So that's basically what that last part is as used in herbal medicine to enhance, promote, and increase urine output. So if you're needing to just move fluid that's built up in your body out, so maybe you are prone to swelling, maybe you bloat, you get a lot of fluid bloating, then these will help with that as well. So they're a really amazing all-rounder. Who has tried these already? Just pop in the chat box if you already have started using these. I'd love to know and how you feel on them. But they are, I can't be without them now. Now let's look at this last little bottle here, which I can't wait to get into my hot little hands. Yellow Mandarin. So once again, these 3 come for free when you do a 200 PV order this month. If you do it before the 15th, you also get that 5 ml Aroma Touch. So once again, we've got, so all 3 of these, the copaiba and the yellow mandarin is all sourced from Brazil. Okay, it's all sourced from Brazil. Oh, let's go back there. Just trying to read that. I've lost it now. There it is. Be great for traveling. Yeah, absolutely, Vicky. That's exactly right. Great to reduce those puffy ankles. Or if you work in a job where you have your feet down all day, it's also really good. So sourced from Brazil, which is also where we get our orange as well. So lots of things from Brazil. Tropical rainforest just creates the most incredible products, plants, and extracts. So there are 1,100 published studies on limonene. So limonene is the main chemical constituent in citrus oils, okay? So it gives it their cleansing properties. It also gives them their uplifting, it's the happy stuff, right? In the makeup of the essential oil. So yellow mandarin is predominantly limonene. Okay, it's a predominant chemical constituent. So it tells you then that it's extremely cleansing. It's also really uplifting. So what is the difference between yellow mandarin, red mandarin, and green mandarin? So we've got all 3 of these. So red mandarin was part of a promo. We can get green mandarin all the time, and I love it. It is so delicious in water. And it's not photosensitive because it's unripened. But let's have a look at the difference here. So they all come from the same fruit. It's one fruit, 3 essential oils from one fruit. So that's a little bit like the bitter orange tree, right? From the bitter orange tree, we get petitgrain from the flower. We get neroli. No, we get neroli from the flower. We get petitgrain from the bark and the leaves, and then we get bitter orange essential oil from the orange. So 3 from that plant. Same with this. So from one single mandarin, we can get 3 different essential oils that give just a different profile for us and benefit. So the green comes from the unripened fruit. So when a mandarin tree grows, it actually needs to be culled halfway through the season so that it can produce the most abundant and best quality red mandarin, like actual fruit to eat, right? And so what would normally happen is that they would cull that tree and all the green mandarins would go to waste because they wouldn't be used for produce, and so they were just a waste product. And so now what they do with doTERRA in partnership is create that green mandarin oil from that unripened fruit, so it's not going to waste, it's actually being utilized effectively. And we get that through cold expression from the rind. Okay, it comes from the rind. Now or the peel, as it says there. Red mandarin is the same. It's through cold expression of the peel, but once it's fully ripened. So what we would normally get, and so that's like orange or a deep orange to red mandarin, so that we would eat the really sweet kind of fragrant mandarins. And the difference with the yellow mandarin is that the red and the green are that cold expression. So they grab the rind and they squeeze it to express that essential oil. But the yellow mandarin, so that comes from when it's partially ripe, right? So in between, right in the middle there. But it actually is extracted through something called sponging. And it's exactly how it sounds. And so what happens is they use a sponge, a mechanical sponge, that extracts the essential oil from the rind, and then the sponge is squeezed and the essential oil comes out of the sponge. It's very different, but it gets the maximum amount of essential oil out of the fruit, out of the rind. So it doesn't come from the flesh, it actually comes from the peel of the external part of the fruit. But that's just a little bit of a different way that you can extract out. Kerry's just joining. So they're very similar in their chemistry because of the process, because each different one is harvested at different times in its lifespan. You're going to get just tiny little bit of changes in the chemical profile and the taste as well as the aroma. So you get more sweetness coming from the red mandarin. The green mandarin is a little bit more bitter. And then the yellow mandarin is just in between. So you get that balance, all high in that limonene though. So what can we use yellow mandarin for? It's really good at supporting the gut. So you could boil a kettle, pour some warm water into a mug and add a drop of yellow mandarin. You can also add a drop of digestin if you want, and give that a stir around and just drink that down as a beautiful cleansing and relaxing tea. You don't have to add a tea bag, just a drop of yellow mandarin, a drop of digestin, or you could just do yellow mandarin and then just slowly sip on that to promote good and healthy digestive system. It's also really good internally to feel calm, so much like your copaiba. So you could actually add that to a vegetable capsule and take that down. You could put that a drop into your glass water bottle with your water and drink that down throughout the day to help support a healthy and resilient immune system. High limonene, really cleansing, high antioxidant, which supports that healthy immune response. But it also has that ability to calm and relax the central nervous system, make us feel really calm and promote that healthy gut at the same time. Now the limonene, as I keep mentioning, is very, very cleansing. So you can use this to clean surfaces, right? I'm going to give you a little DIY recipe in a minute, but it helps with healthy cellular function, and mainly this is because of the antioxidant properties. So our cells we're trillions of cells. We have trillions and trillions of cells. And so if we are exposing ourselves to stress in its many forms on a daily basis, whether that be from the food that we eat, the environment that we're in, or mental stress. So whether that's real or perceived, it all has a direct impact on our cells and the health of our cells. And so what we need is antioxidants which provide protection to our cells and reduce the effects of the stress and reduce damage to our cell. And so yellow mandarin, being a citrus oil and high limonene, is a super protective oil for our cells. So this is an oil we want to have in our life to promote healthy looking skin, normal energy function, because when we have good healthy cells, our mitochondria, which are our fire houses, are little powerhouses that create energy. There's an abundance of them, so we have more energy, more vitality. So using citrus oils are really amazing for overall health and well-being. It's going to help because it helps the promote healthy digestion. It's going to help support a healthy metabolism as well. So you're not feeling clogged up and heavy in your belly, and you're going to feel light and healthy and detoxed. Okay, that's another thing that citrus oils are really good at, is not only cleansing our environment, but cleansing our insides. So if you think about what are our detoxification organs, we're looking at our liver, we detox through our gut, we detox through our kidneys. And so if we're helping those detoxification organs to function better, then we're going to have less toxic load, less toxic buildup in our body. We're going to feel lighter and fresher and more clarity. Okay, so drinking down that citrus oil, helping to cleanse out and support our detoxification and digestive organs. You can diffuse this. I would put it with your Aroma Touch and your Copaiba for the most benefit when you're looking at mental and emotional support. So if you're looking particularly for mental support, a boost in your mental function, I would be using Aroma Touch and Yellow Mandarin. If you're looking for emotional support, grounding and coming back into your body, combine that with your Copaiba in a diffuser. You can also add something like Citrus Bliss, and that's going to help you feel energized, uplifted, and positive in your mood state. Now, what DIY with Yellow Mandarin? This is my normal cleaning blend, as you would know. So 10 lemon, 10 tea tree, and 10 on guard. I'd be throwing in, and as soon as I get it, I'm going to be adding this to my blend. So 10 drops of Yellow Mandarin. So high limonene, super cleansing, and it's going to smell incredible in here with the lemon, as well as that real cleansing aroma of the tea tree and that spice protective aroma that the On Guard gives. And you can use distilled water, or you can boil your kettle and let that cool down and use that water. This is going to help to clean your glass, your stainless steel, your ovens, your bench tops, your tiles, your grout, leather, wood, mirrors, glass, interior of your car. This will do everything, and you just spray it on, use a cloth, and you can use a microfiber cloth to dry it, and that's going to leave things streak free, very, very clean, smelling amazing. You're going to support your hormones because you're reducing your synthetic fragrances, and you're going to support your overall health and wellness, and you're going to feel happy cleaning, right? When you're breathing in these amazing aromas, these uplifting, high limonene, protective aromas, you're going to feel amazing cleaning. So my friends, that is our incredible, let's stop my share. That is our incredible promos for this month. Who's excited to get these?